Still in Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari defeated incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan in early 2015 by running on an anti-corruption platform. VOA senior analyst Jeffrey Young discusses with a group of analysts whether Buhari's promised crackdown on bribery and other official malfeasance is producing tangible results.
The May 2015 inauguration of Muhammadu Buhari as Nigeria's president marked the first peaceful transfer of executive power in that country. Buhari, who earlier ruled Nigeria from 1983 to 1985 as the head of a military coup, came into office in 2015 as a civilian, pledging to clean up the rampant government corruption that stained predecessor Goodluck Jonathan's administration. Standing in the way of Buhari's anti-corruption pledge is, according to one Nigerian law professor, a culture of compliance. Via Skype from Cape Town's Stellenbosch University is Sophie Williams-Eligby.
The cultural landscape does not allow you to push back on your superior who is doing something that is, that is unethical or is wrong.
But President Buhari broke through that tradition of looking the other way, giving new energy to Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and strongly promoting so-called whistleblower laws by which workers can report corrupt government officials. Buhari's efforts, including action against former oil minister Dizzani Alison Madueke, are reviewed via Skype from London by watchdog NGO Global Witness analyst Barnaby Pace.
They've seized a lot of assets in Nigeria, including reportedly Alison Madueke's property there and properties allegedly belonging to the former President Goodluck Jonathan's wife. At the same time, they're trying to prosecute officials like the former Attorney General Mohammed Adoke, who they're trying to extradite from Netherlands to face corruption charges.
For Buhari's government and any government to be seen as genuinely fighting corruption, the investigation and prosecution of suspected officials has to be conducted evenly and thoroughly, regardless of political affiliation, not only to preserve the legitimacy of the effort before the law, but also in the eyes of the Nigerian public. President Buhari's campaign comes up short in this critical aspect, according to former U.S. State Department expert on Nigeria, Matthew Page, via Skype.
People close to Buhari, people at senior levels within the current ruling party, Buhari's party, have been given a get-out-of-jail-free card, at least for the time being, in terms of their past history and their current corrupt dealings. And that has disillusioned many Nigerians and opened up Buhari to the criticism that his anti-corruption crusade is somewhat selective in its scope.
Mr. Page and numerous other Nigeria watchers say the anti-corruption effort takes commitment by lawmakers to pass stronger whistleblower measures and tougher penalties for corruption. Also needed, they say, is a Nigerian judiciary willing to take strong action against those officials caught violating the trust of their office. A successful fight to clean up Nigeria's government needs widespread support, according to, again via Skype, law professor Sophie Williams-Eligby.
Buhari is trying, but it's not a one-man job. There's a limit to what he can do as a president. The machinery of government, the public, the country has to support him and have to believe in what he's doing.
But there are forces working against reform. On Wednesday, August 16, gunmen in Abuja attacked the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. While there were no casualties, the gunmen left a written death threat against EFCC senior investigator Ishaku Sharu. This after another attack against an EFCC investigator in Port Harcourt. Jeffrey Young, VOA News.